Deshpandeji, we are in Wisdom Quotes from Savitri.
Yeah.
Quote 161.
Yeah.
His body was eaten by light.
Yeah.
His spirit devoured.
Mm.
Can you tell us a little more about this, please?
Yeah. We have already seen that death has considered victory to Savitri. The moment he said that let the eyes of eternity look into my eyes, the moment he said that, he had considered victory to Savitri. But that would still mean that he is standing there. The form, the figure, the person, the individual, whosoever he is, has to disappear. Has to disappear. And this is the moment we see that he is now getting sort of dissolved. He is disappearing from where he was standing altogether. Now there are a couple of things here, but before we proceed with that, you see this line, his body was eaten by light, his spirit devoured. It's a very beautiful line from a poetic point of view. We have got I am, then anapist, again I am. His body was eaten by light, his spirit, I am, again devoured. So you got basically an I am, anapist, I am, and anapist. It is a rising rhythm also. So metrically there is something very beautiful about this line, and perhaps it is in that beauty that what opposes beauty, the ugliness or whatever to call it, is getting dissolved in that process. Well, coming back to the facts as represented by this line, we could say that Yama, to use the classical term, is a person, is an individual. He is an immortal. He cannot be destroyed, he cannot be killed. He cannot be killed. Whereas in the case of Savitri, Shivandu's epic Savitri, he is represented as embodied nothingness. The shunya, the void, the negative void, having taken a form. When Savitri is present there, it is because of the Savitri, because of the presence of Savitri, that the embodied nothingness is appearing in front of her. He is presenting himself in that form. Now, when his body is getting eaten up, it means that that embodied nothingness which is there is getting dissolved, is getting lost, it is getting devoured. By whom? Of course, by light. Before he would concede the victory to Savitri, he still holds firmly on to his position. He tries to go back to night, darkness, but night shudders and refuses to give him refuge. He tries to take refuge in hell. Hell also refuses to give him any refuge there. See. Therefore, finally, he is helpless and he succumbs to the power which is invading him. And the power is such that his body is getting eaten up. Now, power getting eaten up, body getting eaten up, would mean it is, in a way you are speaking, a kind of a yajna. You are offering entirely yourself to to the divine fire. Savitri in the divine fire, and Yama is offering himself entirely to the divine fire. The purpose of the divine fire at this stage would be to purify what is negative, what is holding you back. So, in that divine fire, Yama is getting, you might say, purified. Or the dark form which he had assumed for a certain purpose in the course of evolution, in the course of growth, that dark form is dissolved, is purified, and he is going to appear now in a luminous form, in his proper bright form. And it is that which will now Savitri be meeting. Savitri will be meeting the luminous form of Yama, of death, you see. So at this point, she has now achieved the victory not only of vanquishing death, but to transform him into his true spirit, into his true self, the divine self himself. And that is what one would say, that the purpose of Savitri's work is to transform not only what opposes, not only to conquer what opposes, but to transform and make it a divine instrument. That is what he is going to do now, you see. So that is how I would sort of comprehend. These are too difficult, too occult, beyond our ken to really understand, but whatever mental effort we can make, with that effort, this is what I would understand of this line.